Kristie Pretti-Frontczak, and I want to tell you a little bit about our early childhood solutionary membership. Many of us have met before, maybe at a conference or a professional development day, and we get really excited about a certain concept or idea or part of the revolution. And then we part ways at the end of the day. You go back to your world, I go back to my world, and we're sort of left wondering, so now what? How can I really put some of the things that I was so excited about into practice? Or maybe you were lucky and you actually started to implement something or feel stronger about a particular practice, but then you got a new kid or a new policy came by or an administrator said, but why are you doing? So there was this sort of moment in time where things didn't go off as well as you thought they would, or the way that I talked about them when we were together, which made perfect sense, right, when I was talking about it. Now in the real world is sort of like, not so sure. So this solutionary membership is a way for us to continue the conversation. For those of us who haven't met, it's a way to even go deeper at first meeting in terms of some really important practices in serving young children and their families. And so what the membership does is it allows you to get content each month that is in a way that won't quite overwhelm you, but also won't underwhelm you. Meaning it's this nice balance between information that is on a particular theme, like mindfulness or authentic assessment practices or even inclusion. And so if you're really interested in that month's theme, there are some resources and some strategies of how to take that practice to the next level. So you'll get stuff that is meaningful on really hot topics. The other thing that you'll get is an opportunity to see what others are doing, or maybe a new product that I have out, or a new infographic. So there's some created and curated resources that you'll get each month, kind of in a one-stop place. So maybe you saw it come across your screen as you were flipping through something, but didn't have time to look more deeply, or you saw it in a newsletter, or you heard me talk about it in passing, but then life again got, in the way. And this allows you to get sort of in a one-stop, easy to consume place, some of the best curated and created information. And then perhaps most importantly, what you get is this opportunity to go a little bit deeper, to pull back some of the layers of complexity of a topic that is really important. So it could even be a toolkit that I've created. How do you start to implement all that you found in that toolkit? How do you really find a way to make it come alive in your classroom with the kids that you serve, in the zip code where you live? So this isn't so much about the theory or the ideas or wouldn't it be lovely if, but it really allows you to start going deeper. So you get these three things, these highly hot topic theme content resources, the best curated and created stuff we can give you, and then something that's just for members only, where we go deeper, where we problem solve, where we get actionable steps, where I tell you the story behind the story so that you start to really understand what a particular practice means. And so as a member of the ECE Solutionaries, you're really getting this content in a kind of easy to consume way. That's your email, broken down into these three chunks so that in the end, you are able to better understand a practice, better understanding your own beliefs around the practice, and better able to take actions of putting that practice into practice. So the idea is we just get you kind of lit up, excited, fired up about the revolution when we gather at a professional development, at a conference, at a coaching session. Then each month, I give you a little bit more about what's hot, what's working, what's the best thinking out there. And then there's this moment where you can go a little bit deeper, a little bit more support from me, stories from the field so that you can understand how real life people have taken these ideas and translated them into their own work. And so that in the end, you're able to actually get to a change in practice. So it's no longer a theory or an idea or a wish, but it's actually something that you can put into practice that will actually make a difference, not only in maybe your own life and in your own work, but certainly in the lives of the children and the families that you serve. So I hope that gives you kind of a brief idea of the ways that I'm creating this membership site that we can kind of rally around themes of the revolution, but not just kind of either admire problems or get overwhelmed by ideas, but really begin to go deeper into a particular practice and learn how to implement that, become clear in terms of our own beliefs, identify our own barriers, and then figure out how we can put some particular idea that sounded so great or that we believe in so strongly, but that we can actually get to a change in practice. So I hope that you will take a little bit of time and explore what I've had in writing in terms of the ECE Solutionary Membership, and then certainly to join us, and then each month receive these tips, tools, and strategies that will get to an actual change in practice.